Want a happy marriage? Want a peaceful home? It's a question that has puzzled many, but the answer is simpler than you might think. The secret lies in understanding your wife, truly and deeply. It's not just about the grand gestures or the occasional compliment, but about the everyday moments that build a strong foundation. It all starts with understanding your wife. This means listening to her, not just hearing the words she says, but understanding the emotions behind them. It's about being present in the moment, showing her that you value her thoughts and feelings. I know, women can be complicated, but that's what makes them so fascinating. Each woman is a unique blend of experiences, dreams, and emotions. Taking the time to understand her world can be a rewarding journey, but trust me, the effort is worth it. When you invest in understanding your wife, you're investing in your relationship. You're showing her that she matters to you, that her happiness is your priority. When you understand your wife, you unlock a deeper level of connection. This connection goes beyond the surface, creating a bond that is resilient and enduring. It's about knowing her likes and dislikes, her fears and aspirations. You build trust, reduce conflict, and create a love that lasts. Trust is the cornerstone of any relationship, and understanding is the key to building that trust. When your wife feels understood, she feels secure and valued. This isn't about agreeing with everything she says, it's about acknowledging her perspective and validating her feelings. It's about being open to her point of view, even when it differs from yours. It's about seeing the world through her eyes, even if just for a moment. This empathy allows you to connect on a deeper level, fostering a sense of unity and partnership. It's about respecting her feelings, even if you don't share them. Respect is fundamental in any relationship, and it's crucial to show your wife that her emotions are valid and important to you. This is the foundation of a strong marriage. A marriage built on understanding, empathy, and respect is one that can weather any storm. So, take the time to understand your wife, and you'll find that a happy wife truly leads to a happy life. We all experience the world differently. Our past experiences, our beliefs, our values, they all shape how we see things. And guess what, men and women? Yeah, we often see things very differently. That's not wrong, it's just reality. Think about it, her upbringing, her relationships, her career, they've all shaped her unique perspective. Understanding this is key to understanding her. It's about recognizing that her reality is just as valid as yours, even if it's different. One of the biggest challenges in marriage is communication. And I'm not just talking about talking, it's about how we talk, what we hear, and what we understand. Sometimes we're speaking different languages without even realizing it. Men, we tend to be direct. We say what we mean, and we mean what we say. Women are often more nuanced. They might say things indirectly, or their words might have different layers of meaning. This is where things get lost in translation. Let's say your wife is upset about something you did. She might not come right out and say it, she might drop hints, or she might get quiet and withdrawn. You, on the other hand, are wondering why she's acting strange. You might even get defensive because you don't understand what's going on. This is a classic example of different communication styles clashing. She's trying to express her feelings indirectly, while you're looking for a direct explanation. The key here is to recognize these different styles and learn how to navigate them. Section 5. The emotional divide. Men and women aren't from different planets, but, let's face it, men and women often experience emotions differently. This isn't just a stereotype, it's a reality shaped by societal norms and expectations. From a young age, boys and girls are often taught to handle their feelings in distinct ways. Men are often taught to suppress their emotions, to be strong and stoic. Society tells them that showing vulnerability is a sign of weakness. This can lead to men bottling up their feelings, which can be harmful in the long run. Women, on the other hand, are often encouraged to express their emotions more freely. They are seen as the nurturers, the ones who are more in touch with their feelings. This can make it easier for women to talk about what's bothering them, but it can also lead to them being labeled as overly emotional. This difference can lead to misunderstandings. When a woman expresses her feelings, a man might see it as a problem that needs solving, rather than an emotion that needs understanding. This can create a disconnect, where both parties feel unheard and misunderstood. She might be feeling overwhelmed and need to talk, to vent her frustrations and feel supported. It's not always about finding a solution. Sometimes, it's about feeling heard and validated. While you're thinking, just tell me what the problem is and I'll fix it. This practical approach can sometimes come off as dismissive, even if it's well-intentioned. It's important to recognize that not every issue needs a fix. Sometimes it just needs empathy. The problem is, sometimes she doesn't need you to fix it. She needs you to be there, to listen without judgment, and to offer your support. This can be challenging, especially if you're used to being the problem solver. She just needs you to listen. By doing so, you show that you care about her feelings and that you're there for her, no matter what. This can strengthen your relationship and build a deeper connection, where both of you feel understood and valued. Section 6. Bridging the gap. How to really understand your wife. So how do you bridge the gap and start truly understanding your wife? It's a question that many men find themselves asking at some point in their relationships. The key lies in developing a deeper connection and truly engaging with her on multiple levels. It starts with active listening. Active listening is more than just hearing the words she says. It's about understanding the emotions and intentions behind those words. It's about being present in the moment and showing her that you value what she has to say. This means putting down your phone, turning off the TV, and giving her your undivided attention. In today's digital age, distractions are everywhere, and it's easy to get lost in them. But when you make the conscious effort to eliminate these distractions, you show her that she is your priority. It means focusing on her words, her body language, and her tone of voice. Next, ask questions. Asking questions shows that you are engaged and interested in what she is saying. It also helps to clarify any misunderstandings and ensures that you are both on the same page. Don't assume you know what she's thinking or feeling. Assumptions can lead to misunderstandings and conflicts. Instead, take the time to ask her how she feels and what she thinks. This not only shows that you care, but also helps to build trust and intimacy in your relationship. Ask clarifying questions to make sure you're on the same page. Clarifying questions can be as simple as, "What do you mean by that?" Or, "Can you explain that a bit more?" These questions show that you are actively engaged in the conversation and that you want to understand her perspective fully. And when she's talking, don't interrupt. Interrupting can make her feel like her thoughts and feelings are not important. It can also disrupt the flow of the conversation and lead to frustration. Instead, practice patience and let her express herself fully. Let her finish her thoughts before you jump in with your own. This shows respect and allows for a more meaningful and productive conversation. By following these steps, you can bridge the gap and start truly understanding your wife, leading to a stronger and more fulfilling relationship. Section 7. Active listening. It's not just about hearing her words. Active listening is more than just sitting there nodding your head. It's about reflecting back what you hear to make sure you understand. It's about acknowledging her feelings, even if you don't agree with them. For example, you could say, "It sounds like you're feeling really hurt by what I said. Is that right?" Or you could say, "I can see that you're really upset about this. Tell me more about what happened." Section 8. Ask, don't assume. The power of curiosity in marriage. Assumptions are relationship killers. When you assume you know what your wife is thinking or feeling, you stop listening. You stop being curious about her inner world, and that's a recipe for disaster. Instead of assuming, get curious. Ask open-ended questions that encourage her to share her thoughts and feelings. Say things like, "Tell me more about that," or "What's making you feel that way?" Section 9. Building a love that lasts. Empathy, teamwork, and acceptance. Understanding your wife is an ongoing process. It's not a destination, it's a journey. And like any good journey, it requires patience, empathy, and a willingness to learn and grow. Remember, you're on the same team, you're partners in this thing called marriage. And the most successful partnerships are built on mutual understanding, respect, and a whole lot of love. So, put in the effort to understand your wife. It's the best investment you'll ever make.